15 mind-blowing facts about Saudi Arabia that will leave you speechless. Number 15. The heart of West Asia. Saudi Arabia isn't just one of the world's wealthiest nations due to its vast oil reserves. It's also a land full of mysteries and unique wonders. It is the largest country in the Middle East, covering 2.15 million square kilometers, almost the size of all of Western Europe combined. The kingdom shares borders with 8 countries: Jordan, Iraq, Kuwait, Qatar, the UAE, Oman, Yemen, and Bahrain, while its western edge meets the Red Sea. Despite its enormous size, 90% of the land is desert, making it one of the driest places on Earth, with no natural rivers flowing through it. Saudi Arabia experiences extreme climates. Summers can soar above 50 degrees Celsius, 122 degrees Fahrenheit, while paradoxically, winter in the northern regions can bring snowfall, creating a breathtaking scene, a white desert straight out of a sci-fi movie. As of 2024, Saudi Arabia has a population of around 36 million people, primarily of Arab descent. However, over 30% of the population consists of non-native residents, migrant workers from India, Pakistan, Egypt, and Bangladesh. While Arabic is the official language, English is widely spoken, especially in cities like Riyadh, Jeddah, and Dammam. Walk into a shopping mall or a fancy cafe, and you'll have no problem ordering in English, even if you don't speak a word of Arabic. Saudi Arabia is one of the few nations that still maintains an absolute monarchy. The king holds full authority, with no elections and no official constitution. All laws are based on Sharia, Islamic law. Notably, the king has the power to appoint or change his heir at any time. When it comes to religion, 100% of Saudi citizens are Muslim, and the country is home to Islam's 2 holiest cities, Mecca and Medina. Number 14. Traditional weddings without the bride. Think Hollywood weddings with diamonds and supercars are the peak of extravagance? Think again. Saudi weddings take luxury to a whole new level, with costs reaching tens of millions of dollars. But here's the surprising part. The bride and groom don't even meet at the wedding. Saudi weddings are traditionally held in separate venues for men and women. In the women's banquet hall, the atmosphere is entirely different. No abayas, no headscarves, just extravagant designer gowns from Chanel, Dior, and Elie Saab. There's even a female singer performing, something rare in Saudi culture. Meanwhile, at the men's party, the scene is a grand affair with lavish feasts of lamb and rice, unlimited Arabic coffee and dates, and traditional Arda sword dances. Men typically wear thobes, long, flowing white robes. The bride and groom finally meet after the wedding, in a private setting filled with gold-plated gifts. Saudi weddings are elaborate, luxurious, and deeply rooted in tradition, with strict gender separation. Curious about the bridal dowry, the gift prepared by the groom's family? Drop a comment with the number 3, and we'll reveal more. Number 13. The land of exceptionally beautiful women. Women in Saudi Arabia are known for having some of the most progressive rights among Muslim-majority countries. Before 2018, driving was just a dream for them. But now, not only can they drive, they can even become taxi drivers. Contrary to popular belief, women in Saudi Arabia are not required to cover their faces. Yet many still choose to wear the traditional black abaya. And these aren't just ordinary garments. Did you know that luxury abayas can be custom designed by high-end brands like Dior and Gucci, costing tens of thousands of dollars? And here's a surprise. Beneath those elegant black robes, you might find a wardrobe of Gucci, Prada, or Chanel, accessorized with diamond necklaces, bracelets, and rings worth millions. Traditional Saudi women may appear modest, but don't be fooled. Their deep eyes, sharp eyebrows, and regal beauty can captivate anyone. And when they take off their sunglasses, a single glance can leave you breathless. Now, you might wonder, how do Saudi women meet their partners in a country with such strict regulations? Well, for them, eye contact is an art. A fleeting glance at a cafe or shopping mall could be a subtle invitation for a date. Instead of meeting face-to-face, many use Snapchat, WhatsApp, or Instagram to chat in private. In big cities like Riyadh and Jeddah, private spaces, such as family-only cafes and restaurants, allow couples to meet without interruptions. Thinking about marrying a Saudi woman? It's not as easy as you think. Leave a comment with the number 7, if you want to know why. Number 12, the camel, a national symbol of prestige. For thousands of years, camels have been a lifeline of the Arabian desert, providing transportation, milk, meat, and even competing in beauty pageants. In Saudi Arabia, camels aren't just animals. They're a symbol of status and luxury. In the West, a Ferrari or Lamborghini might be the ultimate display of wealth. But here, a single camel could be worth over $50 million, far more than a Rolls-Royce. Of course, not all camels come with million-dollar price tags. But in Saudi Arabia, camel beauty contests are serious business. Judges evaluate contestants based on full lips, long necks, and perfectly shaped humps, stricter criteria than Miss Universe. And with prizes reaching up to $66 million, these competitions are some of the most expensive animal contests in the world. But the prestige doesn't stop there. Saudi Arabia is home to the largest camel hospital on earth, located in Riyadh. This multi-million-dollar facility offers everything from health checkups and x-rays to specialized treatments for these desert supermodels. And get this, some of the most expensive camels even have their own passports. They fly first class when traveling between Gulf countries, and if you're lucky, you might even spot a camel lounging in a VIP airport lounge, sipping date milk in style. In Saudi Arabia, camels are not just pets. They're a symbol of prestige, wealth, and tradition. Number 11, Saudi Arabia's unique coffee and tea culture. In Saudi Arabia, coffee and tea aren't just drinks. They represent power, hospitality, and status. But don't expect your usual espresso or latte. Saudi coffee, known as kahwa, is light brown, bitter, and infused with spices like cardamom, saffron, and cloves, giving a distinct desert flavor. It's traditionally brewed in a dalapot and served in tiny, handle-less cups. But here's an interesting rule. You'll only get half a cup. Why? Because filling it to the brim is considered rude. And when drinking, you must use your right hand. The coffee ritual is serious. If you want more, stay silent, and your host will refill it automatically. But if you're done, simply shake your cup lightly to signal you've had enough. In Saudi culture, coffee is always served first as a sign of hospitality. Only after that do guests receive tea, usually to conclude a conversation. Interestingly, until 2019, most cafes and restaurants had separate sections for men and women. There was a family section for women and families, and a single section for men. However, in cities like Riyadh, Jeddah, and Dammam, these restrictions have been lifted, allowing men and women to sit together in public cafes. And yes, even international coffee chains like Starbucks, Costa Coffee, and Tim Hortons now have open spaces for everyone. So, next time you visit Saudi Arabia, remember, coffee isn't just a drink, it's a cultural experience. Number 10, the Al Saud royal family, one of the wealthiest and most powerful dynasties in the world. When you think of Saudi Arabia, one name immediately comes to mind, the Al Saud royal family. As one of the richest and most influential dynasties on the planet, they have ruled Saudi Arabia since 1744 and continue to hold absolute power to this day. The royal family consists of around 15,000 members, but only about 2,000 wield significant power and wealth. Their influence extends far beyond governance. They also dominate the economy, with an estimated fortune of over $1.4 trillion. To put that into perspective, this wealth far surpasses that of the British royal family. In Saudi Arabia, the Al Saud family is deeply revered. They are not just rulers. They are seen as protectors of the nation and Islam. Criticizing or questioning the royal family is considered a serious matter and can lead to consequences. Portraits of the king and crown prince are everywhere, in schools, government buildings, and even private businesses. Unlike in many other countries where royalty and government remain separate, Saudis often view the king as a father figure to the entire nation. And here's something fascinating. Citizens can send direct letters or petitions to the king or royal family members for assistance, a long-standing tradition that continues to this day. Number 9. Life in Riyadh, a city of contrasts and surprises. Riyadh, the capital of Saudi Arabia, is like no other city in the world. It's a place where ancient desert landscapes meet towering skyscrapers, where conservative traditions coexist with bold, modern ambitions. Step outside in the morning, and Riyadh may seem like a ghost town, with summer temperatures soaring above 50 degrees Celsius, 122 degrees Fahrenheit. Most people prefer to stay indoors during the day. But once the sun sets, the city comes alive. Streets are bustling, markets open, luxury cafes are packed, and roads are filled with high-end cars like Rolls-Royces and Bugattis. One of the hottest spots in the city is Boulevard Riyadh City, a vibrant entertainment hub illuminated by neon lights, offering live music, high-end restaurants, and cuisines ranging from traditional Arabic grills to Japanese sushi. Want a truly breathtaking view? Head to the Sky Bridge at Kingdom Tower, Riyadh's most iconic skyscraper. From the top, you'll see the city's sparkling skyline while sipping a non-alcoholic cocktail at an upscale restaurant below. Another must-visit destination is Riyadh Front, a newly emerging luxury shopping, dining, and entertainment district. It hosts international brands, Michelin-star restaurants, and even DJ parties and art exhibitions. For those who love history, Diriyah is a must-see. Known as the birthplace of the Al Saud royal family, this 15th century city was once the first capital of Saudi Arabia and is now a UNESCO World Heritage Site. Featuring ancient palaces, mud brick streets, and traditional fortresses, Diriyah is being transformed into one of the world's most luxurious tourist destinations, complete with 7-star hotels, historical museums, and fine dining experiences. What's your favorite spot in Riyadh? Let us know in the comments. Number 8. NUM, Saudi Arabia's futuristic megacity. Saudi Arabia is building the future with NUM, a $500 billion ultra-modern, sustainable city located along the Red Sea. But this isn't just another development. It's a revolutionary vision aimed at reducing dependence on oil and transforming the national economy. The most ambitious part of NUM? The Line, a car-free, street-free, pollution-free city. Stretching 170 kilometers long, 500 meters high, and just 200 meters wide, this futuristic city is designed to house millions while maintaining 95% of its land for nature. Here's what makes it unique. No cars, no roads. Instead, high-speed underground trains will take you from one end to the other in just 20 minutes. AI-powered smart living. Every aspect of life, from housing and healthcare to entertainment, will be seamlessly integrated with artificial intelligence. A mirrored skyline. The exterior walls of the line will be completely covered in mirrors, reflecting the desert landscape and creating a surreal visual effect. Beyond the line, NUM will also feature Oxagon, a 50-square-kilometer octagonal industrial zone powered by AI and robotics, designed to become a global hub for technology and logistics. Trojena, a luxury ski resort in the desert, set to host the 2029 Asian Winter Games. Sindala, an ultra-luxury island rivaling destinations like the Maldives. Of course, building such a high-tech city in the middle of the desert is no easy task. The challenges are immense, from the extreme heat to the massive costs, which are expected to far exceed initial estimates. The big question remains, will NUM become the futuristic utopia it promises to be, or will it remain just a dream? Only time will tell. What do you think? Could you see yourself living in a NUM? Let us know in the comments. Number 7. Saudi Arabia uses a different calendar than the West. In Saudi Arabia, time doesn't follow the sun like in the West. It follows the moon. The country uses the Islamic Hijri calendar, which consists of 354 or 355 days, making 11 days shorter than the Gregorian calendar used in most of the world. This means that holidays like Ramadan and Eid shift through different seasons over time. And here's something interesting. If you work in Saudi Arabia, your salary arrives earlier each year because the Hijri calendar moves faster than the Gregorian one. Even official documents, contracts, and birth dates are recorded according to this calendar. So, someone who is 40 years old in the Hijri calendar is actually only about 38 in the Gregorian system. And because the lunar cycle shifts over decades, a person's lifetime can experience Ramadan in every season, from the scorching summer heat to the chilly winter nights. Unlike the West, Saudi Arabia does not officially celebrate New Year's Eve. However, in cities like Riyadh and Jeddah, many young people still hold private gatherings in hotels or small parties at home. Number 6. Saudi Arabia's most unique tourist spots. If you think Saudi Arabia is all desert and oil, think again. The country is home to breathtaking landscapes, ancient wonders, and coastal paradises. One of the most stunning destinations is Al Ula, home to Ma'in Salah, a UNESCO World Heritage Site often called the Arabian Petra. These gigantic sandstone tombs, carved by the Nabateans over 2,000 years ago, will make you feel like you've stepped into an Indiana Jones adventure. The most iconic feature? Elephant Rock, a massive natural rock formation shaped like a giant elephant standing in the desert. It's a perfect photo spot, especially at sunset. On the coast, the city of Jeddah offers a stunning contrast to Saudi Arabia's arid interior. Here, you'll find turquoise beaches, modern skyscrapers, and historic streets. The Al Balad district, with its centuries-old coral stone houses, is a maze of culture and heritage. Jeddah is also home to the King Fahd Fountain, the tallest fountain in the world, shooting water 312 meters into the sky, that higher than the Eiffel Tower without its antenna. For a more relaxed vibe, head to Jeddah Corniche, a stunning beach with crystal-clear waters and golden sands, where you can stroll along the shore while enjoying delicious seafood at beachfront restaurants. Then there's Dammam, the gateway to the Persian Gulf. This city offers serene beaches, bustling seafood markets, and lively nightlife. One of its quirkiest attractions? Marjan Island, a man-made island featuring a tower that rises from the sea, almost like a mystical fortress in the ocean. And if you're an early riser, Dammam is one of the first places in Saudi Arabia to see the sunrise, making it the perfect spot for breathtaking morning views over the water. Which of these destinations would you visit first? Let us know in the comments. Number 5. Unbelievable facts about Saudi Arabia. Saudi Arabia isn't just rich in culture. It's also one of the wealthiest nations on earth, thanks to its massive oil reserves. With 267 billion barrels of oil, the kingdom holds 17% of the world's total oil reserves, second only to Venezuela. Every single day, Saudi Arabia pumps out 10 to 11 million barrels of oil, far more than Russia or the United States. This immense oil wealth has made Saudi Aramco, the country's state-run oil giant, the most valuable company in the world, with a staggering valuation of over $2 trillion. But here's something surprising. Saudi Arabia has almost no natural rivers. Instead, it relies on some of the largest desalination plants on Earth to convert seawater into fresh drinking water. The Ras Al Khair desalination plant, the biggest in the world, produces over 7 million cubic meters of fresh water daily, enough to supply over 5 million people. This proves that even a desert nation can master its water resources. And Saudi Arabia isn't just focused on oil and water. It's also reaching for the stars. In 2023, Rayana Barnawi made history as the first female Arab astronaut to travel to the International Space Station, ISS. This marked a major step for Saudi Arabia's space ambitions. The country even established the Saudi Space Commission in 2018, working alongside NASA and other international agencies to explore the Moon and Mars. So while Saudi Arabia has built a fortune from oil, it's also setting its sights on a future beyond Earth. Would you ever want to visit space? Drop a rocket emoji in the comments if you would. Number 4. The flexible time culture of Saudi Arabia. In Saudi Arabia, time doesn't follow the clock. It follows the rhythm of life. If you schedule a meeting at 8 p.m., don't be surprised if someone shows up at 9 o'clock or even 10 p.m., smiling as if that was the original time. It's not about disrespecting time. It's about valuing flexibility over strict punctuality. Meetings can stretch for hours if the conversation is engaging. No one rushes to leave just because of a schedule. In the workplace, a meeting might start late, but no one minds, as long as the discussion is productive. And when it comes to parties, if an invitation says 8 p.m., the real celebration might not begin until much later. Socializing, enjoying long meals, and sipping tea are all more important than watching the clock. In a fast-paced world, maybe this relaxed approach to time is something everyone should experience, at least once. Number 3. Festivals rich in cultural identity. Saudi National Day, celebrated on September 23rd, isn't just a day of remembrance. It's a grand, colorful celebration. Across the country, cities come alive with fireworks, dazzling lights and traditional music. People wear national attire, and the streets are filled with parades, folk dances, and lively parties. One of the most exciting sights? Supercars decorated with the Saudi flag, cruising through the streets. Another important festival is Eid al-Fitr, marking the end of Ramadan. After a month of fasting, this is a time for pure joy. Families gather for feasts filled with delicious dishes like kabsa, mandi, and salig. Children especially love this holiday because they receive idea, cash gifts from adults. It's a beloved tradition that everyone looks forward to. If you ever get the chance, would you love to experience these vibrant celebrations? Leave a 2 in the comments if yes, or a 3 if no. Number 2. The unique culinary delights of Saudi Arabia. When visiting Saudi Arabia, don't miss out on the legendary flavors of Arabian cuisine. The king of all dishes? Kabsa, a fragrant rice dish made with chicken or lamb, infused with cinnamon, cloves, and cardamom. Every bite is packed with rich, savory flavors. Another must-try is mandi, a dish famous for its slow-cooked meat, which is roasted in underground clay ovens. The result? Juicy, tender meat paired with fragrant saffron rice. For something heartier, try jarish, a thick wheat porridge cooked with minced meat and spices. It's a traditional dish served on special occasions, offering a rustic yet comforting flavor. If you're looking for street food, go for mutabak, a crispy stuffed pancake filled with spiced minced meat and onions. It's affordable, delicious, and incredibly popular in Saudi markets. And for a taste of Arabian comfort food, try salig, often called the Saudi risotto. This creamy rice dish, made with chicken broth, milk, and butter, has a silky texture and a rich, delightful flavor. Which of these dishes would you love to try? Let us know in the comments. Number 1. The cost of living in Saudi Arabia. Living in Saudi Arabia can be an exciting experience, but how much does it actually cost? Let's break it down. Rent for a one-bedroom apartment ranges from $580 to $900 per month, with higher prices in Riyadh and Jeddah. Groceries cost around $133 to $213 per month if you cook at home. Dining out? Expect to pay $4 to $8 per meal at an average restaurant. Utilities, electricity, water, and internet typically range from $120 to $180 per month. If you don't own a car, transportation costs around $80 to $133 per month, including taxis and public transport. Healthcare costs vary. A dental visit can be $50 to $100 without insurance. Gym memberships range from $53 to $117 per month, depending on the facility. So, how much do you need to live comfortably? A modest lifestyle can be maintained on $1,100 per month. For a more comfortable lifestyle, expect to spend at least $1,600 per month. Would you consider living in Saudi Arabia? Drop a 1 in the comments if yes, or a 0 if no. And if you're curious about visa procedures for moving to Saudi Arabia, just comment yes, and we'll provide all the details. That wraps up our list of 15 mind-blowing facts about Saudi Arabia. Hopefully, this gave you a fresh perspective on this fascinating country. Don't forget to follow our channel, like, and share this video to support us. See you in the next one.